Some basics that we use in the AutoCAD before starting the application. So in AutoCAD, there is a big window, and in this window, just at this side is the main toolbar and settings which are available in the form of different tabs. And you can always save your work by clicking the application bar, where you have a drop down menu and you have options like save, start your new work, start working on a template. At this bottom side of the window, you have a command line, and in the command line, it's a white ribbon of it's a white ribbon strip, and you actually type the commands. The commands are in the form of whatever you want to draw, and this whole area is the drawing space, and you can adjust or scale down or scale up your drawing space as per your specifications in the drawing. So for example, I have to make a car. Now, in terms of the space which is available to you here is very small as compared to the dimensions of the car. So the dimensions of the car would vary from 4 meter in length to 3 meters in width. So it is not possible to draw a car in this much of the space. So how will you do it? You will do it by typing the right command in the command line in this window, and then adjusting the drawing space here, right? Moving on to, like, we have the minimize, maximize and close button. You do have that space on the upper right side corner of the AutoCAD window. Over here there is another ribbon which is available, and there are certain commands that can actually hide or unhide the menu bars. So in the menu bar you have tools, properties, draw line, the commands such as the draw toolbar commands, the modify toolbar commands, and so on. And the space which is left on the left hand side, on the bottom side, can be further utilized to place your toolbars. So this space can be utilized to place the toolbars, and placing the toolbars here on the right hand side and here on the left hand side will make your work efficient, so that you don't have to repeatedly go to the menu bar and select the tools from here. Then a drop down menu will appear, and so commands will be written, and then you can click the commands and you can make the drawing in the drawing space. So this command line actually helps you to get rid of the long activity that you will do repeatedly do over a period of time when you are making the drawing. And then you can always use the short keys to make the drawings. For example, there is a command line which is actually a line. So for this command, which is in the form of line, you can use a short key as capital L. Simply type L here, press enter, and then your command line, this command line will be active. So don't confuse the second word of command line with the line command. This line, this word line is actually the command. Circle is another command that you can use in the command window. So we can always replace this is the command window. So this circle is another command that you can use in the command window. Now there are various ways to draw a line. First you need to understand the systems. So this one is the absolute coordinate system. Coordinate, now what do you mean by coordinates? Coordinates are in the form of x and y. It can also be z if you want to use in the third direction, and this third direction would always come when you are taking a 3D figure. Now x and y, you always knew that if I draw these two lines, so this direction is the x direction and the upside direction is the y direction. It means whenever you will have a point in the space, its position will depend upon the two distances. Either it is x or it is y. So in x direction means I've taken a distance of 2 units from this 0, and in the y direction I have taken a distance of 3 units in this direction. So the value of x will be 2 and the value of y will be 3. So this position of the point is at 2, 3. So this is a simple coordinate system. Now to understand the absolute coordinate system, you will have to take the reference values of x from a reference 0 and the value of y from a reference 0. This 0, 0 at this point is called as the absolute 0. So 0, 0, now you're moving in the direction of x. If you have moved 2 units and then you have moved in the direction of y 3 units, then this position will be 2, 3. Likewise, from this position you have moved further in the direction of y. I can simplify this in this open space to 3. So this position was 2, 3, and further if I move from this position in the y direction and I have not moved in the x direction, so this position is at x is 2 from the absolute 0, 0, x is 2, x remains at 2, and at this point the new value of y has become, earlier it was 3, so 3 plus 1 is 4. So at this position, from the absolute, in the absolute coordinate system, from the absolute point of view, at this 0 and 0, the position here is 2, 3, and at the new point the position of the point is 2, 4. So this is the absolute coordinate system when you take the reference distances for the value of x and y from the absolute 0. Okay, now let's continue with the second system, which is the relative coordinate system. The second one is a relative coordinate system. Although we can always use another type of lines to make to draw simple lines in y direction or in x direction or in another different directions. So these are these are telling you the directions. So this x direction is a horizontal direction, the y direction is a vertical direction. This is horizontal. Another, this direction, if I say this is the zero line and this is at 90 degree, so this is at 45 degree. Another line which is here, this is at 180 degree. So these are all the different directions that we can form from the line command. And this line command can be used directly with the help of the cursor to draw a line which is the straight horizontal line, to draw a line which is a vertical line, to draw a line which is in the direction of 45 degree, to draw a line from a starting point which is in the direction of 180 degree, to draw a line which is from the starting point is in the direction of 270 degree, to draw a line which is in the direction of 315 degree. So it could be 315, 320, 321, 322 degrees also. So you can draw any line from a starting point in the different directions. It means that if I start with a line, I've drawn this line from this point, I've moved below. So this is a straight line, then from this point I've moved in this direction, then from this point I've moved in this direction, and then I've closed the figure. So what did I do is, drawing the lines in different directions, I have got a shape of a square. Drawing a line in different directions, I will have a shape of a star. Drawing a line in different directions, I have got a pentagon, the shape of a pentagon, a five-sided figure which has an angle of 108 degree. And drawing a line in different directions, I've got a hexagon. So by drawing the lines, you get as many as plenty number of figures, or a combination of different lines and combination of different shapes. Shapes means circles, polygons, rhombus. So these are the combination of different shapes that can give you your resultant figure, whatever the drawing demands. Now moving on to the relative coordinate system. So in the relative coordinate system, we will still be taking 0, 0. Now you will see the difference here. For example, this is the point, and then this is the point. Now to reach this point, it says that this point is located at 4, 3. It means the value of x at this point is 4 units, and the value of y at this point is 3 units. It means from 0 comma 0 I have moved 4 units in this direction, in x direction, and 3 units in the y direction. I have reached point 1. To reach point 2, I will have to move in this direction, but you can see there is no change in the value of y. Y is still at 3 and there is a change in the value of x. So I have moved 1 unit in the direction of x and I have reached the point 2. It means now we have to count from relative. In the relative coordinate system, the starting point becomes your last point of entry. So this 404,3, which was the value of x and y at point 1 in the relative coordinate system, will become 0, 0. Now for this point, point 2, the new value in the form of relative coordinate system will become a movement in the direction of x, which is 1, and there is no movement in the direction of y, which is equal to 0. So this point 2 in the form of relative coordinate system will become 1, 0. And if it was the absolute coordinate system, then the value would have been 5 and 3. So this is according to relative and this is according to the absolute. Now let's redo all of these examples with the help of a new example and in the form of the absolute as well as the relative coordinate system. So let's do it. For example, I am taking point 1, which is 2, 3. Then we'll have to reach point 2. We'll take our own values. Point 3, point 4, point 5. Now we can do this with simple points as well as if I have written a line command in the command window, then wherever these points are, they'll keep on joining. For example, you used to do that cursive writing when you started writing in English in the nursery class. You used to do this, join all the points together to make the required shape. So you used to do like this, join all the points together to make the required shape. So these are the points available to you. Join all the points together, watch the figure carefully and make the required shape. Join all the points together and make the required shape. So in this we have to proceed in the similar way. So the position of the points are in the form of x and y, x and y, x and y, x and y, x and y. And whenever you are writing or typing the command in the command window, the line command, then wherever these points are in the form of x and y, they will keep on joining together with the help of a line. This is the starting point, and right, so we'll start with 2, 3, and 2, 3 and we are doing this example in the absolute system. So with 2 comma 3, now we have to move to point 2. So point 2 means you're moving like this. So to keep a movement in this direction, it means what we are changing? We are changing both the value of x as well as the value of y. So to find the new value of x and y, we're just taking an example. It means from this point till this point, we have moved a distance of 1 in the direction of x, and from this point up till this point we have moved a distance of 1.5 in the direction of y. So in the absolute coordinate system, we'll add these values of x and y into the initial values of x and y, and this new point will become 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3, and 1.5 plus 3, which is equal to 4.5. So this new value at point 2 is 3 comma 4.2. Now from this point we have moved in the direction of, in the horizontal direction, the direction of x, and this is the point 3. It has made a line up to point 3. Then there is no movement in the direction of y, neither in the positive y direction or in the negative y direction. So we have to take the absolute system of reading. We will have to add in the point 2. So for example, we have moved 2 units in the direction of x, then the new point will become 3 plus 2 is 5, comma, no direction in the movement of y, so this becomes 4.5. Now from this point we are now moving in the negative direction. It means now at this point of time, at this point, point number 4, the values, what will be the values of x? So there is a drop in the value of y. It means we have moved in the negative direction. Now to reach this point, if we are watching a drop in the value of y, then you can suppose a distance of 2 units dropped in the value of y. So we can say that there is no movement in the direction of x, neither in the positive x nor in the negative x. Now from this point to this point, the value of y has become 5 comma 2.5. 5 comma 2.5. Next we are going to reach point 5. So there is only the movement of x value in the positive x direction, not in the negative, not in the positive y, not in the negative y, in the positive x direction. So for example, we have moved a distance of 2 units, means the length of this line is 2 units. Then we can say that at point 5 the value of x is 7 and the value of y is 2.5, remains 2.5. The value of x has increased by 2 units from the initial point 4, which was 5. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and the value of y remains same, which is equal to 2.5. Now if we look at the final figure, according to this we have made out, the figure is in the shape of this, this, this and this. So it is like this. You can redraw the figure. First line, second line, third line and fourth line. This is point 5, this is point 4, 0.3, 0.2, and the starting point. So those coordinates were 2, 3. The coordinate at this point is 3, 4.5. Coordinate at this point is 0.3 is 5, 4.5. Coordinate at 0.4 is 5, 2.5, and coordinate at 0.5 is 7, 2.5. So this is how the line is drawn in a absolute system, or the line is drawn using an absolute coordinate system of point x and y. All right, I hope this is clear to you. Next, we are going to do the exercise on the relative coordinate system in a reverse order. It means already the figure is given to you. I'm drawing a figure. This is the figure which is given to you. At this point it's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you will have to find the distances or the values of, sorry, not the distances, you will have to find the distances, or sorry, you have to find the values of x and y at all of these points. And how will you find the value of x and y? One thing which is given to you in this exercise is the distances. One, the length of the length of the sides is given to you. 1, 0.75, 0.5, 1. This is, we can take this as 0.75, 0.75, 1. And now over here we can say these are the points, and the value of x, the value of y, 0.1, 0.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so now you have to find the values of x and y at all of these points, and in the form of the relative coordinate system. So we have started from point 1. We don't know if in the space where is point 1, so we can always start our drawing from 0 and 0. So over here it is 0, 0. Now to move a distance of 1 units in the x direction, there is no movement in the direction of y, so this is 0, 0. In the case of relative system, we'll always count the last starting point from which the second point has has come up. So we'll take here the value of x, which is 1. There is no movement in the direction of y, so it is 0. So we'll write 1 and 0. Then at point 3, this becomes the last point, which is the point 2, becomes our reference point. So at this point 2, to reach point 3, the value of x and y becomes, so there is no movement in the direction of x and there is only movement in the direction of y. This becomes 0 comma 1. This becomes 0 and y becomes 1. Then to move in the next point, move on to the next point, which is the point number 4. We will have to see that what is in which direction there is the movement going on. So we can see that this side length is given to you as 0.75 and there is only the movement in the direction of positive x. And now we can calculate that over here the value of x is from the last point, which will act as our reference point, and if this is the reference point, this last point will become 0 comma 0. And to reach this point number 4, the value of x is 0.75 and the value of y is 0. So over here the x value is 0.75 and the value of y is 0. Then to reach this point number 5, what will be the value of x and y? Now from the point 4 we are moving in the negative y direction and there is no movement in the direction of x. So x stays 0, x is 0 here, and if there is a negative movement in the direction of y and this side is how much? 0.5. So we will have to write minus 0.5. So we will have to write minus 0.5. For all the positive direction movements we have not taken any sign, and for all the negative direction movements either it is in the negative x direction or it is in the negative y direction, we'll have to take the negative sign. Next is the point 6. So to move to point 6, the point 5 act as the last reference point or as the absolute 0, the 0 point in the case of the relative system. So to move to point 6 and to achieve the new values of 6 for x and y, the 6 is at 6, the x is 0.75 because there is a positive direction movement of positive x, and y there is no movement in the direction of y, so y is taken 0. So at point 6 x is 0.75 and y is 0. To move to the next point, point number 7, the x is minus 0.75. Initial value of x over here at point 6 becomes 0 comma 0. So move in the direction of negative x, we will have to take negative value of 0.75 so as to move 0.75 magnitude of distance in the direction of negative x, and then y is 0. To move on to the next point, there is a length of 1 unit, so there is only a movement of direction of positive x, so we'll have to take the direction of the value of x to be equal to 1, and there is no movement in the direction of y, so y is equal to 0. So in this case these are the achieved values for the relative coordinate system, but just keep in mind how will you use these values. In the previous exercise we have found the absolute values in the form of x and y. In this system we have found the values of x and y for the relative coordinate system, but how will you actually implement these into the system, into the AutoCAD system? Now to implement these values into the AutoCAD system, you will have to enter these values into the command window. Command window. So in the command window we had selected the first command, which is the line. Press enter. After pressing the enter, let's continue this on the next page. Using the values of x and y. Now to use these values in the command line, command window. First we'll enter the command that we want to use, which is capital L. You will press enter. It will give you the message, please select the starting point. So with the left button on the mouse, you will select the starting point on the working space. Working space is where you want to draw the drawing, and it is usually black in color. So you can always change the settings and change the color of the working space to black, to white, to purple, red, whatever you want. And according to that, if the default color of the working space is black, then the default color of the lines that you are using to draw on the working space are in the form of white, creating a difference of contrast. Then after you have mentioned the starting point, you will press enter, and then it will say, a message will prompt, it will say specify next point. So your next point now will differ. Now it is a computer. To actually work it on the basis of absolute system, you will have to make the computer understand that in which system you are commanding the computer to work you on the different type of lines. So in the absolute system, the syntax remains in the form of x and y and enter. In the relative coordinate system, the syntax is changed from simple x and y to @x and y, and you can always give the positive values of x and negative values of x, and positive value of y and negative value of y, because the last point achieved then act as your reference point, which is always 0, 0. And in this, the first point or the starting point, either the starting point is 0, 0, or the starting point is your own chosen value. So the starting point remains 0, 0, and you have to calculate all the values of x and y in reference to 0, 0. So this is how the commands will work differently in the absolute as well as in the relative coordinate system by entering the values for x and y in the numeric digits, like 10, 5, press enter, 5, 4, press enter, and over here as 5, -4, press enter, -4, 5, press enter, 0, 5, press enter. So like this. Don't forget to put @. Sometimes it is default in the new softwares, does not pick @ right on the command window. It is actually there, but the syntax behaves as it's in the form of a value. It's sometimes it's not shown in the command line or the command window, and it is right there. When you simply put @, it is recorded in the software, right? And for this, don't never use @. If you are using @, it will automatically shift its shift the system to relative coordinate system. This is all for the today's lesson. If you have liked this video, please comment, like, and share. Subscribe, press the bell icon to always to get updates on the new videos.